Hi everyone, so here is our discussion for Module 2, Demand and Supply. So because of masyado siyang lengthy, masyado siyang mahaba, liwanag ko, hahatiin ko siya sa dalawa. Demand, so this video is for demand, and then another video for supply. Okay? Para hindi ganun ka-lengthy, baka makatulog kayo habang nanonood ng video. Okay, anyway, so demand and supply. So we'll discuss this. Alam kong ito ay nasa ABM's, kung kayo ay nasa ABM strand, this is your topic sa economics already, if naituro sa inyo. Pero kung hindi naman, then we'll go through this lesson na. Okay, so first is demand. When you say demand, sa oblicon nyo, it's actually pag may utang ako, sinisingil na ako sa utang ko, ang tawag doon is demand sa oblicon. Okay? Here in economics, demand is actually yung gusto, yung quantity na gusto at kayang bilhin ng mga tao. That's demand. Okay? Kumbaga, bibili ako nito. Kaya ko itong bilhin. May pera ako. That's demand. Okay? So, concepts. We have learning outcomes. Ito yung by the end of the lesson, dapat nauunawaan nyo na. Okay? Define demand and supply. Understand the difference between demand and quantity demanded as well as supply and the quantity supplied. Identify situations of surplus and shortages as well as price ceilings, price flooring, and conditions of market equilibrium. Determinants. Okay, and then determinants that affect, yung isa ay movement, ito ay shift. And then we will illustrate using graphs. So, magdodrawing tayo, hopefully. Okay, so let's start. Demand, as described, it would mean your desire to buy something, but in economic sense, is something more than a mere desire. It is interpreted as your want backed up by your purchasing power. Ibig sabihin, gusto mong bumili at may pambili ka, demand. Okay? Pero kung gusto mo lang bumili, wala kang pambili, you are not part of the demand. Okay? That's demand. Yung word na demand lang. Okay? Next, you have the basic source of demand is the need of individuals. Siyempre, bakit ka ba bibili? Ibig sabihin, kaya ka bumibili kasi may pangangailangan ka. So, that's the basic source of demand. Yung pangangailangan mo, yung need mo. Ma'am, ang want ba na kapag produce din siya ng demand? Yes. Kasi, if you want something, and yung want mo, gusto mong bilhin at may pambili ka, you're part of the demand. Okay? So, individuals need products and services, and they are also willing to pay a price to acquire those products and services. So, kunwari, bibili ka ng bigas, yung 1 kilo ng bigas ay at 100 pesos. May 100 pesos ka naman at kailangan mo ng bigas para sa kanin, para sa pagkain. You are part of the demand for rice. Okay? So, ma'am, ano po yung quantity demanded? So, yung 1 kilo ng bigas na kaya mong bilhin ng 100 mo, yun yung quantity demanded. Yung kagustuhan mong bumili ng bigas at kaya mo namang bilhin ng bigas, that's demand. Pero yung specific quantity, like maraming tao gusto ang kayang bilhin ay 1 kilo ng bigas lang, part sila ng quantity demanded. That's the specific quantity of demand. Okay? So, next, we have direct demand. Ano po yung direct demand? Kasi there are 2 types of demand, direct and derived. Ang direct demand is the quantity of a good or service that customers are willing and able to purchase during a specified period under a given set of economic conditions. So, ito, ito yung binibili, tangible goods, binibili, and willing, able, during a specified period under a given set of economic conditions. Okay? Yun siya. Next, you have demand for a commodity refers to a quantity of commodity which an individual household is willing and able to purchase per unit of time at a particular price. So, ito yung quantity demanded. Demand for a commodity. So, willing, able, and at a particular time and at a particular price. Okay, I hope you get the point, the difference between demand and quantity demanded. So, next. Yan. We have the law of demand. If you already had economics before, so, alam niyo yung law of demand. That is inverse relationship between price and the demand. Ibig sabihin, the lower the price of a good, the larger the quantity consumers wish to purchase. All other things held constant, ceteris paribus. So, ang ibig sabihin niya is, Ang ibig sabihin niya is, pag mababa yung presyo ng commodity, mas maraming bibili doon sa good na yan. For example, biglang nagbagsak presyo yung bigas. 1 kilo, 5 piso na lang. You as a buyer, kaya mong bilhin? Yes. Bibili ka ba ng 1 kilo lang? No. Mamamakyaw ka, baka nga bumili ka pa ng 1 sako ng bigas. That's the reaction between consumer and yung commodity, yung changes in price. However, if for example, yung price ng bigas humarurot hanggang 200 pesos per kilo, bibili ka ba ng 1 sako ng bigas? That's a question. So, if you're mayaman and you can buy 1 sack of rice at the price of 200 per kilo, ay di kaya mong bilhin. Okay? Pero kung hindi, the demand, majority of the Filipinos, they cannot afford to have 200 per kilo, tapos 1 sako ng bigas agad ang bibilhin. No, ang bibilhin nila is either 1 kilo muna, 2 kilos, 5 kilos per week. Okay? Ibig sabihin, bumaba yung demand niya. Bakit? Humarurot yung price. Okay? You have to remember that this is in the point of view, sa pananaw, itong demand is sa pananaw ng consumer. Okay? This is in the part of the consumer. Kasi yung supply, nasa mata siya ng producer. Ito, nasa mata tayo ng consumer. Okay? So, isipin nyo, imagine niyo yung consumer kayo. Okay? When you're studying demand. Okay? Meron dito naka-italics. Ceteris paribus. If your teacher in economics before has mentioned ceteris paribus, you already know the meaning. Okay? Kung hindi, ay discuss natin. Yan. Ay, may illustration pala. Okay? So, the lower the price, the higher the demand, and vice versa. So, ang tawag dyan sa relationship na yan is inverse relationship. Okay? So, we go now to the meaning of ceteris paribus. It's an economic term meaning all other things being held constant. Kasi when you're studying demand or supply, kailangan yung ibang factors na i-consider mo, hindi siya gumagalaw. So, kapag sinabi mo, you have given a theory, kailangan sinasabi mong ceteris paribus. Alin yung mga factors na dapat remain constant, hindi siya gumagalaw. Kasi, ang philosophers or even economists will rebut your theory kapag hindi mo sinabing ceteris paribus. Sasabihin niya, paano kapag gumalaw yung innovation? Paano kapag gumalaw yung prices ng related goods? Ganon. Kaka-argue mo, di sabihin mo na ceteris paribus. Okay? All other things being held constant. Quiet na sila. Okay? Except if nakakita ng butas. Okay? So, yun. This is used in economics to rule out the possibility of other factors changing. So, yun. Okay? Help your understanding. Ano masyadong maliwanag ang aking face. Okay? Direct demand. So, this one, ang prime focus ng managerial economics is market demand. Ibig sabihin, yung hindi lang isa. Diba, in marketing, you had your marketing, if you're an ABM strong, you have your marketing. You are familiar with target market. Okay? So, ito, ang focus ng managerial economics is not only on the individual demand, but on the market demand. Ibig sabihin, yung demand ng target market mo. Okay? Or, is it changing? Is it constant? Is it increasing? So, pag ganun, the manager can decide properly ang focus niya lang is market demand. Okay? Market demand is the aggregate of individual personal demand. Okay, dalawa yan. Individual and personal. Okay? So, I'll discuss individual demand. Ano ba ang individual demand? It is the value associated with acquiring or using any good or service and the ability to acquire it. A value associated, ibig sabihin yung halaga, binibigay na halaga ng isang tao sa product mo. So, for example, ang product mo is Magnolia Chicken. Magnolia is subsidiary of San Miguel. So, pag maraming loyal customers sa Magnolia, ibig sabihin mataas yung value yung binibigay nila sa iyong product. Okay, that's individual demand. Okay, gusto ng companies is mataas ang value na binibigay nila sa product mo. Okay, so ibig sabihin mahalaga yung product mo sa kanila. Ganun lang yun. Okay? Desire without purchasing power may lead to want but not to demand. Okay? So, pag ganun, desire, di ba sabi ko kanina, can want be contributed to demand? Sabi ko, yes. Kasi dapat lang may want ka, gusto mong bilhin, and may purchasing power ka. Pero, kung gusto mo lang, wala ka naman pambili, ang tawag doon want. Hindi siya demand. Tumitigil siya sa want lang. Okay? Hindi siya pumupunta sa demand. Yung want na may purchasing power, dumidiretso sa demand. Pero yung want na walang purchasing power, want lang siya. Okay? So, if want mo ang PS5, wala ka naman pambili, hanggang want lang yun. Okay? Anyway. So, next you have two models of individual demand. You have consumer behavior and elasticity of demand. So, I'll just give a brief overview kasi ito yung mga sunod nating lesson. This is module, number 1 is module 3, number 2 is module 4. Okay? We have theory of consumer behavior. Dito, sinasabi na yung utility, nananawa kasi ang tao. Okay? So, if you are the manager of a company and you know na ang product mo is consumable, you have to accept the fact na nananawa ang consumer mo. So, what do? You improve your product, you develop new products. Kaya nga, ang daming bagong products yung pansit canton, calamansi, chilimansi, sweet and spicy, di ba? Kasi nananawa sila sa original. Okay? So, ayan. Next, you have the elasticity. Dito naman, ano reaction ng consumer mo or ng target market mo kapag tinaasan mo yung presyo? Ikaw ba yung need na kapag tumaas yung presyo ng iyong commodity, bibilhin ka pa rin? Okay? Masyado akong okay? Sorry, commercial break. Okay? Or ikaw ba yung tipo ng commodity na pag tumaas ang presyo mo, wala nang bibili sa'yo? Okay? So, i-discuss natin yan sa module 4. Okay, yes, module 4. Okay? Next, you have you have yung characteristics ng demand. You have desire to acquire it, willingness to pay, and ability to pay. Okay? Yun lang yun. Next, derived. Sabi ko nga sa inyo, two types of demand, direct and derived. Ang derived is, in the simplest sense, ito yung hindi mo directly kinoconsume siya. Okay? Ito ay yung goods and services na pinoprovide sa'yo through other means. For example, yung output ng engineer, okay? Then, production workers, sales staff, managers, lawyers. For example, lawyer. Yung lawyering services ay need mo, di ba? Yung lawyering services, ibig sabihin, if meron kang problema sa titulo ng lupa, kailangan mo na abogado. Okay? So, yung abogadong yon, ang gagawin niya is, siya yung mag-aayos ng papeles mo, siya yung mag-a-appear sa court, pagtatanggol ka, okay? Yung derived demand mo is the demand for lawyering services. Pero, ang gumagawa ng mismong kailangan mo is yung lawyer. Okay, that's derived demand. You are not, the derived demand is when products are demanded not for direct consumption, but rather for the use in providing other goods and services. Okay? So, yung lawyer, yung skills niya, okay, he is using his skills to provide services and goods na tawag din ulit. Yung lawyering skills, okay? Yung lawyering skills ni lawyer, siya yung ginagamit para yung goods and services na dapat i-consume makukuha ng consumer niya. Hindi siya diretso. Okay? So, yun. Okay? Anyway, so we have outputs of engineers. Ano ba ang outputs ng engineers? You have blueprints, you have designs, yan, okay? So, bago siya magagamit ng blueprint, bago siya makagawa ng blueprint, kailangan niya ng software, kailangan niya ng yung blueprint, yung buff paper, kung uso pa ang buff paper, kailangan niya ng yung mismo material ng blueprint, yung translucent, okay? Those are the goods and services na kailangan niya in providing engineering services. Okay? So, that's derived demand. Okay? You can see this in, what do you call that? Another example is sa commercial airplanes. So, sa commercial airplanes, kailangan mong lumipad. Kailangan mong pumunta ang demand mo talaga is the means for transportation for you to go to example, to Mindanao. Okay? So, may business ka sa Mindanao, kailangan mo from Luzon to Mindanao, pupunta ka. Ayaw mo naman ng Roro, ayaw mo naman ng by bus. Pwede ba yun? Okay? Ang gusto mo, airplane. So, will you buy the airplane? No, di ba? Kasi, masyado mahal ang airplane. Kung mayaman ka, kaya mo yun. Pero kung hindi, kailangan mo lang yung servisyo ng airlines. The services of the airlines is actually the derived demand. They are the ones who provide the airplanes. Okay? Yes. Okay, next. Components. Okay, key components in determination of derived demand. You have marginal benefits. When you say marginal benefits is ito yung changes, yung differences from benefit 1 to benefit 2. When you compute, that's marginal benefit. Ano yung natipid mo? Ano yung masyado mong nagastos? Okay, so marginal cost pala yun, yung masyado mong nagastos. Sana ito lang yung nagastos mo, pero dahil ito yung pinili mo, yun. That's marginal cost. Okay? Associated with using a given input or factor of production. Kasi, hindi naman lahat ng derived demand is pare-parehas ang presyo. Depende kasi yan sa binibigay nilang serbisyo. Kaya, when you're computing marginal benefit, you compute paano yung cost mo pag bumili ka ng airplane or yung cost mo na nag-acquire ka lang ng services ng airlines. Marginal cost. Okay? Market demand function. So this one is the market product is a statement of relation between aggregate quantity demanded and all factors that affect its quantity. So this one is a mathematical equation para lang ipakita niya ano yung mga nakaka-apekto sa market demand. So you were given a demand function. Okay? That's one of the used formulas. So, makikita niya sa demand function, you have dx is equal to f multiplied the quantity of px, py, pz, bae, tu. So, lahat yan, they are the factors that affect the demand. Okay? So, yan. So, you were given the meaning of each. So, you have px is the price of items, substitutes, and complements. That's xyz. Okay, then you have B, income of the consumer, E, price expectation, A, advertisement, T, taste, and then U, all other factors. Ma'am, bakit may all other factors? Kasi we all know that in business, it's very complex. It's very it's changing every day. Kasi maraming nangyayari in the business world, maraming innovation, maraming advancement, maraming nagiging creative ang mga businessman and entrepreneur. Kaya, baka may factor na bago, hindi siya na-consider doon sa salang equation. Kaya may letter U, all other factors. Okay? So, you can also see that PX, PY, PZ, bakit may P? Kasi they are price related. Okay? Price of substitute, price of complements, and the mismong price of the main good. Okay? Impact of the determinant. So, we'll study the following effects. We have price effect, substitution, complementary, price expectation, income effect, promotional effect. Okay? So, lahat yan, papasadahan natin. First one is impact of the determinants. So, ano ba yan? Animation. Price effect, you have demand for X is inversely related to its own price. Yan yung law of demand. Inversely related. So, ganyan yung itsura niya. DX is inversely related to the price. So, 1 over P. Pag inverse. Okay, pag direct, hindi 1 over P. Diretso siyang PX. If you are good in math, you know that. Pero kung hindi, ito yun. Demand X is inversely related to its own. You have substitution effect. Pag substitute, for example, hindi ko na pala ito nalagyan ng picture. Okay, anyway. So, pag substitute, for example, yung tsaa at yung kape, pwede silang substitute sa isa't isa. Diga? Okay? So, dahil pwede silang substitute sa isa't isa, pag tumaas ang presyo ng kape, anong gagawin mo? For example, yung 3-in-1 from 10 pesos, naging 100 pesos isang sachet. Lipat ka na lang sa tsaa. Okay? So, lilipat ka sa tsaa. Ibig sabihin, kapag tumaas yung presyo ng main good, for example, your main good is the coffee. If the price of the main good tumaas, lilipat ka sa kabila, which means yung demand for the substitute product will increase. Okay? Gets? Okay? Again, kapag yung presyo ng main good mo ay tumaas, ang tendency ng tao is lilipat siya sa pinakamalapit na substitute niya. For example, for the coffee, ang pinakamalapit na substitute niya is sa tsaa. So, dahil lumipat siya sa tsaa at mas marami na siyang binibiling tsaa ngayon, yung demand for tsaa will increase. That's the substitution effect. Okay? Huwag malilito ha. Dalawang produkto yon, isang main good, isang substitute good. Okay? Next. Complementary good. Ibig sabihin naman ng complementary, hindi mo magagamit yung isa nang wala yung isa. Complementary. Again, complementary good is when you cannot use the main good without the complementary good. For example, DVD player and DVD. Ang main good mo is DVD player. Ang main good mo is DVD player. Kung uso pa ang DVD player ngayon, the main good is DVD player. Your complementary good is the DVD. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, pag tumaas ang presyo ng DVD player, okay? Pag tumaas ang presyo ng DVD player, malamang yung DVD, it's either tataas din siya, or it will remain the same. Pag sa price. Okay? Pag sa price ha? Pag sa price. Pero, pag tumaas yung demand ni DVD, let's say for example, dati na nakakabili lang ng DVD, yung DVD store nakabenta lang ng 10. Tapos biglang, dahil ang favorite K-pop group mo is naka-DVD na, bawal daw ang download, bawal daw online, bawal CD, naka-DVD, biglang humarurot yung sales ng DVD. From 10, naging 1,000. So, ibig sabihin, when the DVD increases, when the demand for the DVD increases, malamang yung DVD player, mag-i-increase din ang kanyang demand. Okay? Gets? That's a complementary effect. Okay? For example, kotse, hindi ka naman makakagamit ng kotse na walang susi. Okay? Pag tumaas yung demand ng car, the complementary good, which is the key, will also increase. Also, another complementary good for the car is the gasoline and the diesel. Pag tumaas ang demand ng transportation and ng cars, malamang tataas ang konsumo ng diesel and gasoline. Complementary effect. Okay? Price expectation effect. So this one, the relation may not be definite as the psychology of the consumer comes into play. So dito, depende kasi yan sa tao. Yun lang gusto niya sabihin. Kasi may mga taong magaling mag-expect ng prices. For example, who would have expected that there will come a pandemic? Wala. Pero nung nag-announce na may pandemic sa buong mundo, those who are very conscious with their health and with the safety of their families, nag-hoard ng face mask, alcohol, and vitamins. Okay? Price expectation effect. Why? Kasi alam nila na pag nag-boom yung pandemic sa Pilipinas, magtataasan ng presyo yan. The producers will increase the prices of their products. Why? Kasi dumadami yung demand eh. Okay? So, price expectation effect. Depende yan sa consumer. Okay? So, yan. Next, income effect. So, dito naman income. Tumaas ang sahod mo o kaya naman nagkanegosyo ka. Tumataas yung income. Okay? Diba? Pag tumataas ang income mo, mas sabi nga nila, when your income increases, your lifestyle also increase. Dati, okay ka na sa 10,000 a month. Bakit ngayon nung ang sahod mo 50,000 na, parang lalong nagkulang. Diba dapat sumusobra na kasi nakasya siya sa 10,000 before. Bakit nung nag-50 kulang na? Why? Because bumili ka ng kotse, bumili ka ng bahay, bumili ka ng other goods. Okay? So, yun. And that's the income effect. Ngayon, ang tanong, alin sa mga goods mo will you be considered as normal good or inferior good? Normal goods, they are the goods that satisfy your needs. Again, normal goods are the goods that satisfy your needs. Inferior goods are those that medyo satisfies your needs, pero more on want, more on second option na siya. Pag nandyan si normal good ang bibilhin mo. Pag wala, ito na lang. Options. Okay? So, ito yung examples. Normal good, t-shirt, tea, sugar, noodles, watches. Ang inferior good, pag walang dinurado, NFA na lang. For example, sa market, biglang nawala ang jasmine, dinurado, sinandome. Pero yun ang gusto mong bilhin. Pagdating mo sa palengke, anong bibilhin mo na lang kasi yun lang available. NFA. O kaya naman, dahil maarte ka, malagkit. Yan lang bibilhin mo. That's the normal good and inferior good. The normal good is your main. Yun yung main mo. Yun yung pinaka-bias mo. Okay? Yung inferior good, yun yung option. Medyo bias. Bias wrecker. Charot, iba pala yung bias wrecker. Yung inferior good, yun yung option lang. Pag wala si normal good, si inferior good ang bibilin ko. Okay? So, when income rises, nag-iiba ang, mas kaya mo nang bilhin ang normal good kesa sa inferior good. Okay? For example, dating ang binibili mo lang na bigas is NFA. Tumaas ang sahod mo. Kaya mo nang bumili ng jasmine rice. Okay? Or brown rice. Yan. That's the income effect. Next, promotional effect. Siyempre, pag maraming promotions, yung product sa TV, sa cellphone, sa Facebook, sa social media, di ba mas lalo kang gaganahan? Sabi, pampaputi, in just one lahid, maputi ka na. Nakita mo sa TV, nakita mo sa Lazada, nakita mo sa Facebook, nakita mo sa Instagram, nakita mo sa Twitter. Bibili mo pa. psychology tells us na try lang natin. So, pag trinay mo, you contributed to the demand. Okay? So, ganun siya. Next, industry versus firm demand. Dito, the industry demand is different from the firm demand. Okay? Ang industry demand is, for example, there has been an increase in the services of the medical industry ngayong pandemic. Okay? Ibig sabihin, hospitals, pharmacies, laboratories, yan. They compose of the medical industry. The nurses, the medtechs, the pharmacists, the doctors, okay, the radiologists, lahat those persons who are contributing or who are part of the medical industries, mas mataas ang demand nila ngayon because of the pandemic. Okay? A firm demand is different. For example, sa Batangas City, mas marami ang demand for Batangas Medical Batangas Medical Center. Why? Because it's a government subsidized medical facility. Ibig sabihin, mas mababa yung babayaran mo because subsidized siya ng gobyerno. Okay? Mas mataas ang demand niya ngayon, BAT-MC, compared to other hospitals that are private. Okay? Kasi mas maraming Pilipino ang nawalan ng trabaho. Pag nagkasakit, anong pambabayad? So, they are in need of a services of a subsidized medical facility. Yun ang firm demand. For example, again, mas marami ngayon ang demand for alcohol. So, anong klaseng, tawag din, sinong alcohol ang bibilhan mo? For example, nagkaroon ng issue yung isang brand na yung alcohol pala nila, kaya pala parang walang amoy ay 1/4 alcohol, the rest tubig. Nagkaroon ng ganun issue. So, biglang haharurot yung firm demand nung isang alcohol na talagang proven and tested hanggang tuktok ng bote ay alcohol. Okay? Yun yung firm demand. Okay? So, yan. Next, demand curve determination. So, dalawa po ang nangyayari sa demand curve. Okay? Parang pinagpapawisan ako. Ganyan talaga pag nagtuturo. Okay? Dugo at pawis. Anyway, so, demand curve, dalawang effect. It's either iibo lang siya along the curve or yung curve mismo manganganak ng another curve. Joke. Magsishift lang siya ng curve. Okay? So, anong itsura niya? First is the movement along the curve. So, this one, change in quantity demanded is the movement along a given demand curve reflecting a change in price. So, dahil nga nag-iba yung presyo, mag-iiba yung specific quantity na bibilhin mo that will contribute to the demand. Yun yung quantity demanded. Okay? So, ang movement along the curve will only happen due to price changes. Okay? We have to remember that isa lang ang factor na nakaka-affect sa movement along the curve, and that is price changes. Isa lang. Okay? So, ano yung itsura niya? Ganito po ang itsura ng movement along the same curve. If you're going to look at the graph, okay, si point A, this is your starting point kasi this is price 1. P0 is equal to, ang ibig sabihin niya, yun yung unang price. Okay? Also, wait, you can see, as you can see, the demand curve is downward sloping. Ibig sabihin, pababa siya. Okay? To reflect the inverse relationship that as price increases, the demand decreases. Again, as price increases, tingnan nyo, 1, 2, 3. Si 0 ang pinakamataas ang price. Tingnan mo sa ABC. Sa Q0, Q1, Q2. Si A ang pinakakaunti ang quantity. So, it reflects the inverse relationship. Okay? So, si price 0 at si quantity 0, siya si point A, biglang nag-decrease yung price. Biglang bumaba yung presyo. Siya na si price 1. Si price 1, nag-result siya sa another quantity value, that's Q1. Okay? Siya ngayon si point B. Okay? Ano nangyari? Nag-shift ba siya ng curve? Hindi. Umibo lang siya along the demand curve. And it's also the same kapag from price 0, price 1, price 2, yung pinakamababa niyang price na naibigay, it resulted to Q2, another quantity value, nag-increase yung quantity demanded niya, nagkaroon ng point C. Gets? So, that's a movement along the same curve. It is due to price. Tingnan niyo sa graph. It's just the price and the quantity demanded ang nakalagay. So, ibig sabihin, the factors, the two variable is the P, the price, and the quantity demanded. Okay? So, again, movement along the curve only happens when there are changes in prices. Okay? Next, this one is shift in the demand curve. Okay? Nagkakaroon ng pagbabago sa demand curve mismo. Okay? Hindi siya movement along the curve lang, kundi sa mismong demand curve, nag-shift siya. It's either to the left or to the right. Okay? So, ano yung variables, ano yung factors na nakaka-apekto sa shift sa demand curve? Una is taste and preferences of the consumers, income, changes in prices, advertisement expenditure, number of consumers, and consumers' expectation. Lahat yan, didiscuss natin. So, next. Yan. Ganyan po ang itsura ng shifting of the demand curve from right. So, the first image here, shift to the right, meaning there is an increase. Again, shifting the curve to the right will indicate an increase. So, pag-aralan natin. Dalawang demand curve, si demand curve A at si demand curve B. Kung mapapansin nyo, same lang yung price niya, but because of changes, specific variables that change, yung mga binanggit ko, hindi nagbago ang price niya, pero yung quantity demanded niya nagbago, nag-shift yung kanyang curve to the right, meaning there is an increase. Okay? Next, sa kabila, shifting the curve to the left will mean a decrease in quantity. So, when there is a decrease in quantity, hindi nagbago yung price, but the quantity demanded, for example dito, sa ating example, from Q1, naging Q2, umunti yung quantity demanded niya because of the changes in the variables na binanggit natin kanina. Hindi nag-change ang price, nag-change ang quantity demanded because of the specific variable. Okay? I hope it's clear. So, tingnan natin yung sinasabi kong specific variable. So, first is taste and preference. Dito sa example ko, sabi ko, if there's an increase in lovers of milk tea or milk tea lovers, milk tea demand will shift to the right. If otherwise, it will shift to the left. Ibig sabihin, nung sinaunang panahon, ano bang iniinom nyo bago pa nauso yung milk tea? Soft drinks, iced tea, tang, juice. Ganun lang. Pero nung biglang, masarap pala milk tea. Naging milk tea lover ka na, nagsulputan na ang mga milk tea. Okay? So, yung milk tea, from quantity 1, mag-shift siya to the right. Okay? Why? Kasi dumami yung milk tea lovers. It will shift, it will have, the quantity demanded will increase, therefore, it will increase to the right. Paano ka pag biglang, nanawan tao? Walang nangyari yung milk tea. Ganun lang naman ang milk tea. Parang, sawa na ako. Nanawa ang tao sa milk tea. Kagaya na nangyari ngayon. Okay? Although marami parang may gusto ng milk tea. Pero, it's not the same as the boom ng milk tea niya. Okay? So, yung milk tea, from quantity 1, magiging quantity 2 siya, where will it shift? To the left or to the right? Because there's a decrease in quantity demanded, it will shift to the left. Okay? Decrease in quantity demanded. Okay? So, yun. Next, you have income of the... Kung narinig niyo yung maingay kong family members, please bear with me. Okay? Income of the people. So, if there is an increase in income, households can purchase more Okay? Then, the product will shift to the right. If otherwise, it will shift to the left. Pag, ito yung income effect, di ba? Sabi ko sa inyo, when there's an income effect, the demand for the normal good will increase. So, yun yung mangyayari. Pag nag-increase yung income mo, the quantity demanded for the normal good will shift to the left or right. To the right. Kasi there will be an increase in quantity demanded for the normal good. Anong mangyayari sa inferior good? Knowing that there is an increase in income of the people, and if you mastered the income effect, anong mangyayari sa inferior good? Will it shift to the left or to the right? Because nag-increase ang income ng mga tao, kaya na nilang bilhin yung normal good at baliwalain yung inferior good. The demand for the inferior good will decrease. Therefore, it will shift to the left. Left niyo ba ako? Basta, left. Okay? So, yun. Medyo nakakalito siya, pero ito yung part ng demand na kailangan medyo mag-iisip ka ng matagal. Hindi naman matagal yung it's okay na hindi agad alam mo na yung sagot. Kailangan isipin mo muna. Okay? So, yun. Next, changes of prices of related good. So, dito, dalawa ang magiging curves niya. Isang movement along the curve. Okay? So, yun yung movement along the curve ng main good. Okay? For example, yung sa kape. Yung demand curve niya is movement along the curve because nag-increase yung price niya. Okay? Pero, yung substitute good niya, yung tsaa, okay, ang curve niya is shift o movement. Nagbago ba ang presyo ng tsaa? Hindi po, ma'am. So, ano mangyayari? Shift o movement? Shift. Because there's no change in the price of the substitute good, only the main good change is price. However, because it is a substitute good, at nag-increase ang price ng main good, what will happen to the curve, the demand curve of the substitute good? It will increase and shift to the right. Okay? Paano kapag biglang nag-normalize na uli ang kape? Price ng kape. So, it will move along the curve. The price of the main good will move along the curve. And then, the demand curve of the substitute good will shift to the left or right? To the left, because there will be a decrease. Okay? So, yan. Then, complementary effect naman. If there is an increase in prices if there's an increase in demand of the normal good, okay, of the main good, okay, yung complementary good niya will also increase. It will shift, hindi na bago yung presyo ng complementary good, but it will shift to the right. Okay? So, yan. Changes of prices of related good. Okay? So, changes of prices of related good, meaning there will be two effects. One is the movement along the curve and the main product due to changes in price, while the other one is the shift of the complementary good or substitute products curve. So, yun yung sinabi ko kanina. Ingay nila, no? Or kung hindi nyo pa kinilig, very good. Actually, sila maingay. Okay? Advertisement expenditure. So, ito yung sinasabi ko kasi kanina, advertisement effect. Pag marami kang expenses, pag masyadong rigorous or masyado kang gigil sa advertisement, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Lazada, lahat na ng social platform, bumili ng kanilang advertisement services, malamang, maraming taong marireach niya, maraming yung ad mo mabuboost, nag-i-increase ang demand mo, pero hindi nag-i-increase ang price mo. The demand curve for your product will shift to the right. Because there's an increase. However, if masyado man tinitipid yung product mo to the point na, sige, kung may bumili na lang. Okay na ako dun. May bumili na. Okay? So, pag ganon, the demand curve will shift to the left. Okay? It will decrease. The demand will decrease. Okay? Next, number of consumers in the market. For example, inubos ni COVID-19 ang mga kabarangay mo. Dati kayo ang pinakamadaming consumer ng, let's say for example, crinkles. So ngayon, yung crinkles na yan, online selling. Biglang inubos, wag naman sana, knock on wood. Inubos ni COVID-19 yung mga barangay. Nag-decrease yung number of consumers sa target market ng crinkles. So, ano mangyayari kay crinkles? Sa demand ni crinkles, knowing na konti na lang yung natira consumers niya, will it shift to the left or to the right? It will shift to the left. Why? Mag-decrease ang kanyang demand. Kasi konti na lang yung consumer in the market. Okay? There are products from the past na hindi na siya masyadong binibili ngayon due to, for example, Nokia. Are there still consumers of Nokia? As of late, wala na. Ano na ba binibiling in demand na product? iPhone, Samsung, Vivo, Oppo, Huawei. Okay? So, yun na yun. Nabawasan ng consumer sa market. Ano nangyari kay Nokia? Nag-shift na siya to the left. Decrease in demand. Okay? Next, consumers' expectation of the future. Panic buying happened at the start of the pandemic, knowing the prices of the face mask. Yan yung sinasabi ko kanina, price expectation. Okay? If you know there's a certain factor na makakapag-increase ng prices ng mga products, bilhin mo na ngayon. Kaya ginawa marami. Panic buying. So, the demand for that certain goods, the medical supplies, they shifted to the right. Nag-increase ang demand niya. Okay? Next. Yan. We're done na pala. Oh my God. So, I hope you understand all the concepts that I have taught. I know you will not get it at the first try. Okay? You can rewatch this video. Okay? Para makita mo yung explanation ko. And you have to really stop and think when you're given situations regarding the demand curve, the shifting and the movement. Kasi mahilig ako manglito when it comes to exercises and sa exam. Okay? So, yun. I have here a critical thinking exercise. You don't need to answer this. Okay? I just want you to think about it. Okay? Contemplate. Use your brain power. Okay? If you are the manager of a dressmaking shop, what will you advise the owners of the shop to do during this pandemic? Manager ka lang. Okay? You're not the owner. Manager. If you're the manager of a dressmaking shop, what will you advise the owners of the shop to do during this pandemic? And why? Knowing the concept of demand, the factors, the determinants, the direct and derived demand, what will you advise the dressmaking shop that you manage? When you come up with an answer and explanation for it, you're actually using managerial economics. So very good. Thank you for staying with me during my discussion of demand. Sunod na po ang discussion for supply, so stay tuned. Okay? So, if you have questions, please message me. Yan lang.